And I just want to say thank you. Wait a minute. Okay, now we're live. Aerosol, good morning. You guys, we are on a new studio. We're using StreamYard right now, and I hope that you guys can see me. It says live, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. But yes, I'm your host, Melissa Farmer Hill, Army combat veteran and founder of the Shero Coffee Club, where our mission is to keep the world caffeinated and women veterans celebrated. I just want to thank you for joining us today. And as always, we're going to take a spin around the Shero Resource Table. We've got your chat, your tip, and your guest of the week right here. But what we're going to do, we're going to actually go right into it. Like I said, it's a new studio. Andre's not here on the ones and twos because I just knew I could do it. But you know what? We're going to keep rolling right along. And we're going to first talk about the Shero Resource Table. Now, at Shero Coffee Chat, we know that, life is a journey and it's definitely not always easy. And that's why we have to keep our head on a swivel when it comes to, helping our veterans and their families. We have over 16 million veterans out there, and not one of us has all the answers. Not me, not you, not one of us, but together, I do believe that we can definitely find solutions. And that's what the Shero Resource Table is for. It's for sharing information and resources and programs for our veteran community. Because guess what? When one of us wins, and I do mean just one of us, we all win. And today I'm just excited to talk about something that's brewing so beautifully at Shero Coffee Club, right? It's our Shero Coffee Club Ambassadors campaign. Now, you guys might be familiar with the Shero Coffee Club, that we do have coffee, but we also have an ambassador program. And that ambassador program is part of that keeping women veterans celebrated. So when you order our coffee, if you've never ordered our coffee, I want to show you. You get this beautiful bag. This is our dark roast. But on the back, this is what makes it so meaningful. On the back is a picture of a woman veteran. Now, this is Cynthia Mirage. She is a United States Marine Corps veteran. And it's a little narrative about Cynthia's story. And then we connect you to our website, where we talk about more of her story. We also have the medium roast. So if you order a bag of our medium roast, you'll get a picture of a woman veteran and the narrative on the back. And this right here is, I was about to call her Sheena, but she's Chalet. This is Chalet Morgan. And on the back of this is her medium roast bag. And when you connect to the website, she'll be telling you about her experience or her story of being a veteran or just life in general. We also have K-Cups, right? We have K-Cups. And on the back of the K-Cup, you'll get, this is Denise Montoya, who is a Air Force veteran. So we run this program, this ambassador program, because we need women to represent on the backs of the bag. And that program is running right now, you guys. I want to see you, woman veteran, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Force. I want to see you on the back of one of these bags for our 2026 class. It's such a beautiful thing. I'm going to pull up this slide right here. So when we talk about Shero, what is Shero? Well, a Shero is a woman veteran who is self-aware. She's honest, she's empowering, and she's resilient, and she owns her life. I can tell you, a lot of people have been a victim. Everybody's been a victim to something, right? But these women, these veteran women that you see on this picture here, they rose past that. And now they tell stories from their scars instead of their wounds, right? Because when you have a scar, it's healed. But when you have a wound, it's still open and need healing. So if you think that you should be a part of the Shero Coffee Ambassador program, I encourage you to go to Shero Coffee Club, go to our website, look at the menu, and it's Shero applications. It literally says applications on there. So fill out the application. It's not that hard. The application is not that hard. So fill out the application and become a part of the Shero Coffee Club, because imagine if your story can save a life or help a woman achieve their goal, you know? And the entire community is just a place where we can connect, we can grow, and we can just share our experiences. A lot of women that I've talked to, a lot of veteran women really don't really like to identify with their military service. But what I try to encourage a woman to do, a veteran woman to do, is find those good parts. Find those good parts you can extract from the experience and speak from that. What have you overcome? What have you been resilient in? What experiences have you had that can help another? Because your story is not to stay bottled up, it's to share that experience so someone else can learn from that experience and grow. Each one teach one. And our platform provides you with that opportunity. So, like I said, I want you to be a part of the Shero Coffee Club Ambassador Program. We are taking applications through the month of October. And I highly encourage you to fill out an application, have an interview, and just be a part of that. All right. So that was from the Shero Resource Table. Yes, we're doing some beautiful things here at the Shero Coffee Club. I'm going to take a sip. You guys, I am still recovering. Can you believe it? I am still recovering. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm going to go right into our chat of the week. Oh my God. It's our Shero Coffee Club, Shero Coffee Chat of the week. And I have a question. And I know you know the answer to this, right? But did you know that there are companies out there profiting, right, off the pain of veterans who are just trying to get better? They're just trying to heal. And people are profiting off of that. And I came across an article this week on military.com that really, really called it out. It was about some private residential treatment centers that was charging like up to $7,000 a day while offering care that doesn't even match VA standards, right? They don't even match VA standards. You heard me right. I'm talking VA standards. So think about that. $7,000 a day for treatment it's less effective. It's has less accountability, and definitely it's less ethical. But the VA Office of the Inspector General, OIG, they found that some of these facilities, they aren't just overcharging you guys. They have they're keeping veterans in these programs longer than necessary. Like I said, they're trying to run a bag up off of people who are really just trying to heal, right? And they're using the recovery as a way to get more of that bag from that veteran. And I think it's really sad. And that's why you guys, I said it already. We have to keep our heads on a swivel when it comes to veterans and the family and our family members, because these industry sharks, they see that you're struggling, or they see your struggle or your condition as an opportunity to make money. But not just make money, because there is an exchange. You do have an exchange for services, but they are just trying to rip you off. They prey on your pain. They prey on your vulnerability, and they can really care less about your recovery. And that's crazy, because you're in the service business. You're here to take care of people, and you're charging way more than you should. It's just crazy. But the article does call for some serious reform, and I could not agree more. Is if Congress is going to steer us more toward, private treatment options and things like that, these programs have to be held accountable, right? You have to have some standards in place. At least equal to or better than the VA. You got to be transparent in your pricing, and your quality of care, reimbursement. You gotta look at all of that. And it's just really crazy to me that a veteran would come to heal, and all the while they're getting hustled. So this is what I want to say to you veterans out there. If you've gone through this, or you suspect any type of fraud or abuse or unethical practices, I want you to go to reach out to OIG. Reach out to OIG. I just put it in the ticker there. There's enough, and I know it's a government shutdown, but I think they are still operating. When I went to the website, it didn't say it was shut down or anything like that. And when I called the number, they just said, the office is closed right now, and these are the times that you can contact us. But that's the hotline number that's in the ticker. That's the website. And so what they're responsible for doing, they're responsible for investigating like fraud, waste, and abuse, and mismanagement of programs and contractors, and that includes like private facilities as well. But there are a number of places you can go, but I want you to start there. You have VA benefits fraud and misrepresentation. And then if the scam involves like some type of private health or mental health facilities, you can also contact the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. But I want you to start with the number you see in the ticker, or the website, because that is definitely important. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm working the ones and twos today. All right. So that is our chat of the week. And now I just want to talk about our tip of the week. We have 4 segments in this show, and one is our tip of the week. So our tip of the week is for everyone, you guys. Well, I don't know. If you're in the South, do you have to do the same thing? I guess you would. But as winter approaches, and as we move into the holiday season, we just want to make sure that we are thinking about safety, you guys. Safety is so important, and it's for our families and for our homes. Now, I think is the perfect time to just really check your smoke detectors, replace the batteries if needed, test your carbon monoxide detector, especially if you have like a fireplace or gas appliances or heaters or things like that. Do just a quick home safety check and figure out, make sure your fire extinguisher is accessible. Check the date, make sure it's not expired, and just prepare for winter with those flashlights, those blankets, and other essentials, canned goods if need be. Just those things. I think if you just take those few simple steps, and now's the time to do it before you get into the holiday season, is the best time, because once the holiday season kicks off, you're going to be busy as I don't know what. But yeah, so just do that, to take those little few steps now to just prevent any emergencies later, because I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay warm. And I just want you to really stay ready for this upcoming holiday season. All right. And for those on LinkedIn, I am looking. It doesn't look like LinkedIn was connected, but what I will do is place this video on LinkedIn. Oh, that's what it is. LinkedIn just told me. LinkedIn requires you to go live before 10:59 a.m. And I did. So I'm not, well, maybe I didn't according to them, but we'll just go live a little bit early next week. But sure, you will be able to watch this show because I will put it on LinkedIn, and I'm learning the studio. All right. So what we're going to do now is my favorite part of the show. Let me take a sip, you guys. Yes, we do have these Shero Coffee Club mugs online. You got to visit the site. There's so much going on there. There's so much going on at the Shero Coffee Club website. Um, Make sure you just check it out. And also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, we are trying to reach 500 subscribers. Just go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you have a veteran or someone who would be interested in the information that we provide here on the Shero Coffee Chat, just go ahead and send it to them. Thank you. Thank you in advance for that. But back to what I was saying. This is my favorite part of the show because I don't have to do all the talking. And we learn and we grow from each guest that comes on the show. So today our guest is Miss Linda Powell. She is a passionate energy advisor with more than a decade of experience helping families and businesses save money one bill at a time, right? Because the heading of Shero Coffee Chat is put money back in your pocket with Think Energy, right? After 10 years in the energy space, Linda found her purpose in simplifying something. I'm off. I got off. All right, I got it. After 10 years in the energy space, Linda found her purpose in simplifying something we already rely on every day: energy. There's not a day that goes by where you do not use energy, right? Her mission is simple: helping her community cut costs and gain peace of mind through smart energy solutions. At Think Energy, Linda connects customers to two innovative programs designed to make energy savings easy and stress-free. So the first is the auto save. That's the personalized rates that automatically compare and switch if you can save more. I like that. And then the next is the community solar. This is clean energy savings without panels on your roof with discounts up to 20%. Through her work, Linda empowers people to take control of their energy choices, earning savings, reducing stress, and making a positive impact on her community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Linda Powell.
Hey.
Hey, Linda.
Hello, hello, hello.
Have you been enjoying the show so far?
Absolutely. And good morning to everyone that's out there listening.
Good. Yes. Good morning to everyone. We had a couple of glitches, but we worked through it. We worked through it so I could get to my favorite part of the show. That's this part right here. So
All right.
I want to go into the questions because time is of the essence. So what made you decide to partner with Think Energy? And then I want you to answer the question: how does partnering with them and their mission align with your own personal vision?
Well, I partner with Think Energy because in my mind, energy is huge. You have people using energy 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days of a year. So everyone uses electricity. That in itself is huge. And then it gives me the opportunity to help families save money on a bill that they could never pay off. And I like that. Never pay off. So it also helped me to build a legacy for the community. And my mission is creating long term financial security and generational wealth. I would love to be able to do that, building leaders. And I just want to help people save and create income opportunities.
Okay, all right. So my
Mhm.
next so my next question is now I know I mentioned it in the bio, but can you just explain to us how those Think Energy services like the autosave and it was the community solar, how do they help the customers with the energy bill?
Yes, so with the auto save is huge because it gives people guaranteed savings. It's no one else out there that's doing that. You're never going to pay more than what the utility pays. So we are the only ones in the world that have the technology where we can do that, and it's keeping people to be stress free. No fee to join. They can sign up, and we actually do the rest. We also have community solar as well. Community solar is a local solar farm where electricity is sent to the local power grid. And a lot of times when you mention the word solar, the very first thing people think about is solar panels on the roof on their house. We're not talking about that because 90%, a lot of times people can't qualify for solar. Solar could be very expensive. It could be up to like $30,000 to even pay for the panels. And then a lot of times people have to have at least a 650 credit score or higher to even qualify for the solar panels. With this, there is no solar panels on the house, so that's huge as well too, where they just being connected to the solar grid, and in turns that generates credits from their bill, and then they would get these credits for the next 20 years. That is huge. And another thing that we also have that I didn't mention, we have something called Think Smart, and we have that technology. We're the only ones in the world doing that as well too, and that's out in Texas. We have a Think Smart, so if they connect a Think Smart thermostat to our services, then that generates another $10 credit off their bill every single month. So I think that's huge.
Wow, you know what? I'm glad you explained that it's not necessarily solar panels, because I know for a while, especially like the last 5 years, these
Hmm.
solar panels, you just see it. Well, people have always had solar panels, for a long time. It
Yeah.
was just very rare that you saw it, but now they're popping up everywhere, and I don't want that on my house.
No, right,
You know,
right.
and so the thing about it is, so I used to always say I'm waiting for a solar panel to be this size, the size of
I
a
know that's right.
power my entire house. But then with your programs, people are already saving on energy. So that's a good thing. And they don't have to think of the cost of solar panels. Because like you said, that can last. People, they always present it to you as free, but free is not necessarily free.
Correct. And
Right.
the other huge thing that I didn't mention also is renters qualify. So if you have solar panels on your roof, that leaves renters out because you have to be a homeowner. So you do not have to be a homeowner to have community solar. So renters qualify. So that's open up to renters as well too. So I think that's huge.
Yeah, that is huge. So my
Hmm.
next question is, you're in the community, you're working with people all the time. So what impact have you already seen, or what do you hope to see, from working with Think Energy in your own community?
Well, I have seen a lot of people. So I personally myself have over about 400 customers personally that I have helped in the community. And I have seen a lot of people being reducing the cost of their energy, saving their money on a bill, like I said, that they could never pay off. I've seen, like I may say, hey, let me look at your bill to see if you qualify, what your rate is. And I've seen people rates that's like out the roof, like paying 18.9, and I'm saving some customers $70 a month and some even more just by them signing up with us and getting that savings off their bill every single month.
Oh,
And then
wow.
I've also have seen people like by me going out there in the community, talking to a lot of people, more people are getting curious about renewable energy and they are open to learn more about what we are doing. So I love that as well too, being able to educate people about their energy and about their bill. Because a lot of times people never even think about it. They just pay their bill every time it comes. They just pay, pay, pay. They never look at the bill and just see like, what am I paying? How much are they charging? They don't look at that. So I just love to educate them, and they be like, "Wow, I never knew that." And I'll be like, "Yep."
That, I mean, it's so interesting, like you said, and people are getting smarter now. They're trying to cut costs wherever they can, because
Yeah.
they, living in this economy, it's the prices of things are going up, so people have to be
Mhm.
able to adjust and adapt to the new prices, because they probably won't go down, but so they're looking for any savings that they can. So
Mhm.
my next question is, what makes Think Energy different? There's a lot of energy companies out there. So what makes
Mhm.
it different from other energy providers? We already know about the solar pads, the solar
Mhm.
panels. Um,
Right.
but what makes Think Energy different from other providers and programs?
Well, like I said before, what makes us different is because, for one, we're the only one with this proton technology that allows people to get a guaranteed savings with autosave. They don't have no stress, no worries, no fees. They don't have to ever pay more than what the utility is. So that in itself makes us different. And then with the community solar piece, that's a state-sponsored program that gives people up to 20 years of credits off their bill every month. And so no one is doing it like we're doing it. So we always ask people, rethink your energy because of what we are doing. So many electricity companies out there, that's all they offer is just electricity. And we're offering much more than that. And just like when we talk about the Think Smart technology, we're also the only ones that have that technology that we're able to have them connect a smart thermostat and get an additional credit off their bill every single month. So no one is doing it like we're doing it. So we're I say we are the best out there in the world, in my opinion, because we don't have no I got you. You know, nobody don't have to worry about no fees. You don't have to worry about being locked in. There's so many companies out there that want to lock you into a contract. No, we make it free to come in and free to go out if that's what you choose. But why would you go out? Because it's saving you money, and everybody want to save. I don't care what it is you do, how much money you make. A savings is a savings, and that's the way I look at that. You know.
Right. I know you were talking about so I know you were talking about like the bill and people don't understand their bill. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What are people not understanding about their bill?
Well, let me just say this. A lot of people don't even understand what deregulation is. So let me explain that first.
Mm.
So when I talk about deregulation in the market, just like let me use an example for the phone system. So they deregulated the phones, and that's when Illinois Bell, some years ago, I know people remember Illinois Bell. Everybody and their mama was paying Illinois Bell, and they was like, "Wow, they were the only ones profiting." So they was like, you know what? That's not right. That's not, right for them, the only ones to benefit. So they said, let's deregulate the phone systems. And when they deregulated, that gave everybody in the world a choice to pick who they wanted for their phone system. So instead of just paying Illinois Bell, now we have a choice to pay Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, Boost Mobile, all of those different companies. And basically, that's pretty much how energy works as well too. So energy has been deregulated. We don't just only have to pay our incumbent for the supply portion when they get paid on the delivery portion. So if people look at their bill, there's a supply portion on your bill, there's a delivery spot on your bill as well too. The incumbent get paid for the delivery, not the supply. So if we get the opportunity to pick who we want for our supplier, then we don't have to have the incumbent pick for us. So before they were always picking who they want the supplier to be and who the delivery is. But so when they pick for the supplier for you, it's benefiting them. And when you're able to pick the supplier for yourself, it's benefiting you. So that's where we come in place where now we're able to service the person who picked us as their supplier, Think Energy. So that's huge that they deregulated this market, and I'm glad they did because now we out here really helping people save money when they partner with us instead of just the company picking for them. Because a lot of people just don't know what they don't know. And so that's why we're here to educate them. Because some people may say, wow, I never even knew what deregulation meant, or I never knew I had a choice to pick who I want for my supplier. And I could save money instead of being price gouging when ComEd has went up 40% on their supply portion. And that's like now people is paying like 10.60 rate on their bill, and we're saving people money all over the world.
Wow, that is
Hmm.
really so now energy is deregulated like our phones. I
Yep.
love that. I
Hmm.
love the example that you gave with the phones because everyone understands that they can go to T-Mobile, they can go to Verizon, they
Yeah.
can go to, all different types. So now with energy, the same thing has happened. You guys,
Mhm.
we are out of time. Think Energy. Linda Powell, look at the ticker. Her information is in the ticker if you want to know more. Today was about putting money back in your pocket with Think Energy. And Linda, you did such a beautiful job explaining to us
Thank
how.
you.
So if you guys want to put more money back in your pocket, look at that ticker down below.
And can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, make it quick.
Just make it real quick. And also, we are in 17 states as well, too, not just in Illinois.
Okay.
So, and they
17.
can call me to get the other states.
All right, wonderful. All right, Linda, it has been such a privilege to have you. Thank you, and we'll see you again.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
All right, see you later.
See you later. Bye.
Yes, thank you, Linda. That was really good, especially the whole education on deregulation of energy. I thought that was really good. But that's her information in the ticker, and I'm getting ready to leave you. But I want to make sure you know you have our Shero Coffee Chat website, and I also want to show you our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful ambassadors. And I want to encourage you to become one. Our ambassadors are women veterans or women who are currently serving from all over this wonderful nation. So, yes, definitely go to our website, check out their stories. Get some coffee. Grab a Shero coffee mug. But I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for going through the glitches, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better here at Shero Coffee Chat. And as always, keep your heart strong and your coffee Shero. I will see you next Sunday.
Hey there, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this week's Shero Coffee Chat. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button so you never miss what's coming next. And hey, make sure your weekday begins with Shero Coffee, where we keep the world caffeinated and women veterans celebrated. You can visit us at sherocoffee.com. We'll see you next week right here on Shero Coffee Chat, and have a blessed week.